If you're worried to clear your cadet pilot program selection process, hi, I'm Captain Deval Soni, a pilot career coach and mentor. I've been fortunate enough to train 1,000 plus aspiring pilots for their cadet selection. You can watch these group activity, and let's start this group activity, which is on bank robbery.
So, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sahil, and today we all have gathered here for the group discussion. And the topic we have is a bank robbery. So, like we are given with set of clues, and robbery took place, and we are given with a set of clues. Okay, and we have to figure out according to the clues which we are given with that who is the prime suspect over here and who has done the robbery. Okay, so just before starting the robbery, does anyone like to volunteer themselves for time check and conclusion?
I would like to use time check.
And myself, Ashik, I would like to keep the tell the confusion.
Okay, so the first point, according to my which set of clues, is the robbery took place at 5 a.m. on November 12th, right? It was Friday, and Miss Margaret Ellington the robbery took place because of the dynamite blast. I mean, the gate was opened by the dynamite blast. So, does anyone have the clues regarding these statements?
Yeah. Mr. Ellington was in charge of the dynamite supplies of the Acme Construction Company. So he had the in charge of supply of the.
Adding to his point, I want to say I have suspected on the Miss Ellington because she oftenly borrowed the keys of bank from the president whenever she had extra work to do. So from my side, I think the Miss Ellington is a suspect for the robbery.
Adding to their point, I believe Mr. Ellington and Miss Ellington conspired to steal dynamite from the company, and they set up this robbery by blasting the vault.
But just giving to the another point of view, guys, I have a clue which says like the president of the bank, Mr. Albert Greenbacks, left before the robbery was discovered. So, does anyone have clue about the president of the bank, Miss Albert Greenback?
Is President Obama's co-founder and we Messi was revoked by authorities and he is leaving the country.
Yes. Okay. I'd like to add a point. I believe Albert Greenback was not involved in this robbery because as it is, as according to the clues, he has left the country before the robbery took place. And the ones who conspired the robbery were probably waiting for an opportunity for the president to leave so that they could execute the heist.
Yeah, adding to your point, and I think the brother of the Miss Ellington, who was Howard Ellington, is also involved in the robbery because he is a employee in the ACME construction company. So I think he is also might be involved.
There is another point. His brother, half brother Arthur Nodo, had always been jealous of his brother. So he can also be a suspect. Nodo always got drunk on Friday nights. And he was appeared on Chicago on Monday, November 8, leaving a lot of money.
I'd like to add a point to this. Arthur Nodo, I believe, is innocent at this case because he was not related to Miss Ellington, nor Mr. Ellington, and he probably the part where he was waving the money, it was probably his own money, and he was probably drunk or under the influence. Neither he was conspired to this robbery because he is not related to Miss Ellington, nor Mr. Ellington, not Howard. So I think in this case, I'd say Arthur Nodo is innocent.
Do anyone have more clues related to Miss Ellington or his brother?
Yeah, on when the robbery happened, then in next days the front door of the bank is opened, then the key that with the Miss Ellington Benny. Many times he borrowed from the president.
And from my set of clues, there is one more suspect, the hippie-type character. On the evening of the robbery, he was roaming around the bank, so it can be suspect of the robbery.
Adding to that point, his name is Darcy Flowers.
Yeah, correct.
I believe he is also innocent because when he was apprehended by the police on the time of investigation, he was only found with $500 and probably a stash, which could be drugs, which he threw in the river. So he was not found with a lot of money, nor he was related to Miss Ellington, Mr. Ellington, and Howard. And Mr. Ellington or Howard perhaps said that he was a sketchy hippie character. He probably wanted to, blame the heist which he took place, which he did on the sketchy character, so that cops would get deviated from him.
So I also mentioned earlier this also the point, like the door of the bank was opened by a blast and by dynamite. Blast done by dynamite. So do anyone have clue related to this? A dynamite construction or
And as my teammate said, Sister, yeah, Miss Ellington, because it is the owner of the band. And
So I think till now we have, the list of prime suspect is the first one is Mr. Ellington and second is Miss Ellington, I guess.
Miss Ellington, and I'd say Howard, the brother of Miss Ellington.
Sorry to interrupt you, but we have only 5 minutes left.
sure, I think my
Also.
sorry.
Another point also.
Yeah.
Say that I have another Howard saw running Mr. Simi.
Yeah. It would only make sense Howard is also a prime suspect because they're related.
Me from the back.
Because they're related, and so it would be easier for them to carry out a heist if they're related and they could get the plans together.
Due to my teammate point, I also think the Darcy Fowler is a innocent, and the other people who are trying to manipulate it to involve in the robbery, but he is basically innocent, seems innocent in the robberies.
You do. Does anyone have Mrs. Smith in their rules? Because I have some clues about Mrs. Smith. Mrs. Smith was found by FBI in the dog walk, Georgia, on November 12th. Does anyone have any other clues regarding this?
Yeah, I guess she bought a pizza also. It costs around $500.
From Mrs. Smith.
Yeah, from Desiree Flower Potty.
And Mr. Greenback was the only person who had the keys to the vault. So I think Mr. Greenback also can be a suspect because he had the only key.
Yeah, but he was not there during the heist. He was.
It might happen that he has lended the keys to someone else and then
It was also mentioned that Miss Ellington was a teller in the bank, and she often borrowed keys from the president.
Yeah, I think the Miss Ellington is a prime suspect till now, according to the judge.
That is involved in this robbery.
Yeah. So
Just telling this Howard Ellington.
So I think the suspects we are coming to the end is Miss Ellington.
And her Howard Ellington.
And Mr. Ellington, who stole the dynamite.
Does everyone come to a conclusion?
I think
Time to add more points.
Yeah. Does anyone have to add any points? No more points.
I think we are done, I guess. We all have given our points. So I think we should go for the conclusion. Sure.
Okay, well, I'll give you a rough conclusion. So, as we all discussed, we have come to a conclusion that Miss Ellington, Howard Ellington, and Mr. Ellington is the main suspect for this bank robbery because they were husband and wife and brother. They were and they had the keys, and Mr. Ellington had the dynamites. So, I think these three are the main suspects. Okay, thank you.
Thank you all.
Great. So, how was it?
It was good, sir.
Enjoyed?
Yeah.
The bank robbery? All right. Who did the robbery then?
Miss Ellington and Hitler and
Okay, let's see the answers.
Three suspects.
Okay. First, see the answers. Yeah. The Ellington collaborated to rob the bank.
Yes.
Miss Ellington supplying the front door key borrowed from Mr. Greenbacks, and Howard supplying the dynamite.
Yes, sir.
The Greenbacks had already left for Brazil when the robbery took place. Were you right till here?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Smith was in dog walk on the night of the robbery.
Yeah.
Darcy Flowers was at home of Anastasia's parents. The Ellingtons were lying when they tried to implicate Smith. There was no evidence that Arthur Nordov was connected with the robbery on any way.
Yes.
Correct? You guys were right?
Yes.
Okay. Then what went well?
So I think our group had contributed their points very much.
Okay.
Everyone had their own
Fine.
opinions.
Fine. What did not went well?
I think my teammate didn't get to speak much, and that did.
And I think we missed many characters from the list.
Hmm.
We did not discuss about them.
Okay. How it could have been done differently?
Think if everyone could have contributed more with their own points.
Hmm. All right. Anyone who wants to say something?
I
You,
think.
yeah.
Okay.
Your good name is? Aman Yadav, na? Aman, इतना कम क्यों बोले? Yeah. Tani, मैं कम क्यों बोले? Lamaku, you could also have given more, initiatives. Sorry?
I'm new to this.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, this was your first group activity. I understand. Okay. But next time onwards, give more contribution and not, start giving contribution at early stage only. Okay. That's fine. You really have to work a lot. All right. Otherwise, this is fine. Okay. Nothing much. You guys have performed good. Sahil good. Ashok good. Pranav good. Good. Okay. And Suman also good. Okay. And fine. That's it from my side. As you can see, these students, many of the students, their level when they did it for the first time, and now when they are doing it for the second or third time, there's a lot of improvement in this. So I think we just work on small things, and definitely they will perform very better in the actual group activity. And I hope that you clear your group activity, your interviews, and your stage 1 also, the entire cadet selection process in very first shortened attempt. See you and watch the next group activity session.